for joining us on the telecast and sharing your views. Shifting our focus to the other big news. Denmark's defense minister has said that the recent drone flights over multiple Danish airports are part of a systematic operation by a professional actor. While authorities have no evidence linking the drone sightings to Russia, the minister warned that they expect to see more hybrid events in the times ahead. Denmark has reached out to NATO and the EU to discuss the situation. He also confirmed plans to reinforce Denmark's capability to detect and neutralize drones. Meanwhile, the Danish police has confirmed that the unidentified drones were spotted over North Jutland are no longer in Aalborg Airport's airspace. Justice Minister Peter Hummelgaard has also commented, saying that the armed forces are working to acquire enhanced systems to both detect and bring down drones. Glenn Grant is on the telecast with me. Glenn, talking about this increase in the number of drone sightings, incursions that have happened. We saw that happening in Poland. It has happened in Denmark yesterday, and then Sweden and Norway as well. There is no way of verifying that, confirming that these drone incursions actually came from Russia. But what do you think, in terms of the speculation that it is likelihood that Russia has sent the drones to the territory, to the airspace that has caused for the flights to be suspended for a period of time?
I think the likelihood is somewhere between 99 and 100%. Because I don't think anybody else would take that risk at the moment. And to just make one point, of course, we know that the drones that came into Poland were from Russia because they were tracked all the way across Ukraine before they actually went into Poland. So there's no argument about that. And I can't see that there can be really any argument about who else is doing this, because the only person that can benefit from this is Russia. I mean, we've all expected this. And in fact, anybody who didn't is foolish. And actually, it's a bit silly that the Danes start talking about, the police say this and police say that. This is a straightforward military activity, and it should be it should be taken as such. And they know full well they need to get their act together and shoot them down, not allow it, because if they let this go by, more will come next time.
Right. Talking about the response that had been taken by NATO, there was an emergency NATO meeting that had been held after Poland was witness to these Russian drone incursions. NATO went ahead and said that this was not a deliberate attempt by Russia, wanting to downplay this entire event that had taken place just 2 weeks ago. Do you at this point of time are anticipating an all-out war between NATO and Russia in case this further escalates, and an attempt repeatedly being made by NATO to not escalate it any further?
Well, I mean, this is quite clearly an attempt by NATO not to do anything and to keep this as low-key as possible. And they will continue to do this probably until there's a total disaster. So I think, we almost got to say we've got to wait for a total disaster before NATO acts. And that means that there'll be lots more drones and lots more activity over lots more countries before finally someone actually takes the courage to say that enough. But you've heard individual countries say enough is enough. Poland has said enough is enough. And Germany certainly is now not in the mood to let these activities continue in the way that they have been.
Right. Glenn Grant, thank you very much for joining me on the telecast and sharing your perspective.